through it, but basically what we continue to strive for is expanding availability and maximizing our facilities. And I think this My Club Lives program is just been, well, it's obviously a lifesaver during when we were locked down, which we hope doesn't happen again. But as we come back, it's really affording a lot of people a lot of flexibility. And I had a few people stop by my office and ask questions about sharing and so forth. But I think people have pretty much got it. It's to Brian's credit, it's very viable, and for somebody that's willing to spend a couple of minutes, I think it's pretty obvious how to use it.
This is primarily designed for the indoor swimming as well as the indoor tennis. Got a set of rules that are set up, but they're changeable. So if we find out that a particular set of rules are not working too well for swim or for tennis, the admin or Dick can go in and change the rules to adjust based on what feedback that he's getting from members.
When you either see your scheduled reservations or are doing a search for open slots, you click to confirm. On scheduled reservations, you click on Add or Change to confirm. And on slots displayed from the search, you either select Open and confirm, or if the slot is purple, meaning it is shared, you can select to sign up to share it with the owner of the time slot. Once you have selected to confirm, you then get a screen that asks you if you want to share or invite. This is only available if you are the owner of the reservation time slot and not one who has been invited or is sharing.
You'll know that you have designated you're willing to share your swim lane, or you're looking for another tennis player by the fact that your toggle is set as on. If you don't want it on, you just click it until you see it like it is right now. And in that scenario, it's not going to share. All I have to do on the search by last name is type in a person's last name and then scroll down on the mobile app until I find the name I want and click on it. In this case, it's got a little telephone number, which means I can send, you're not really calling them, but you can send them a text message. So I can send a text message to Ricky saying, hey, remember you're playing on court 10 at 12:45, so that he'll get that on his app. And this is what the screen looks like for reservations, whether it's swimming or tennis, where it has been designated as looking for a player or willing to share. It is purple. Now on the website, it was the purple triangle up in the corner, but on the mobile app, it just colors the reservation itself as purple. So in this case, I did a search looking for available courts any morning on December 7th, and it showed me everything that was available. And it showed me a couple there that somebody already had a reservation and they were looking for somebody else. So if I click on, indoor tennis, so I click on the one purple one that's Tuesday, December 7th at 9 a.m. When I click on it, it will show me the details that the owner of the reservation is Diane. And there's another player that has already been invited, Chuck. And she's still looking for, two other players. to sign up. If I wanted to join Diane's group, all I have to do is just click on reservation, and it adds me to the reservation itself. And in this case, I would not be invited, but it would show me as shared. So you see over here on the right side that I now show Friday 10th as with Linda. I'm a shared reservation, and that means that Linda did not. Linda did not choose me, but rather she said she was looking for somebody, and I signed up to play. This can be, very useful, especially for new members. You can, if you know of any new members, you can encourage them to say, here's a good way to meet other players, is just get a reservation and set yourself up ready to share itself. That applies to tennis. In swimming, it's a little different in that you're just simply saying by sharing that I have no objection to having one other person in the lane sharing the lane with me. And you don't have to name them. If you know who you're sharing the lane with, you can invite them. If you do not know who you're sharing the lane with, you just indicate you're willing to share. When you are invited, underneath it will show you the name of the member who invited you, or the name of the member who owns that reservation if it's shared. So if you've been invited or shared, you'll see that you don't have the option to add or change players. You only have an option to reject an invitation or reject sharing. So after all you've done all of that, it will now display for you all the statuses of your reservations. And remember, if you're invited or shared, your reservation is in some ways kind of tentative. It's still at the whim of the reservation owner themselves. Presumably, you wouldn't be invited unless you were, in fact, privy to the fact that reservations being set up. But you should probably make sure you confirm. Now, one of the things you can do also as an invited player, you can also check in. So the primary reservation holder is normally the one that scans the QR code when you come in, but also invited players can scan. Because remember, now it knows all the invited players. It knows that they're scheduled as a reservation, so they're actually, reserved there. They don't have to. The primary reservation holder is the one that needs to check in. The other guys can do it in order to show that the court is being occupied by somebody that was on the reservation, but they don't have to sign in.